She started it. She came for Black Americans, and Black Americans are giving her horse. Black Americans are giving her the definition of you cannot just start a battle with us if you have never thought of finishing it. So we have this glamorous celebrity, someone that was supposed to be representing the public, someone that people are supposed to look up to as an idol, someone that at the end of the day is supposed to be very concerned about her business, about how things is supposed to be working out for her. Because let me make this crystal clear. If Black Americans stop supporting celebrities, those celebrities do not get as much income, as much revenue as they are usually getting. If you think I'm joking, check the life of other celebrities that has literally messed up with Black Americans. The story or the video you are about to watch is so fantastic, fascinating. I just want you to give me your honest opinion. Hi, welcome back. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. Do not start a battle you cannot finish. For disclaimers, this is just me giving my own opinion. This is for educational purpose, not to come here and defame anyone or make you feel uncomfortable. With that being said, I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you supporting, liking, commenting, sharing my videos, dropping super thanks, joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. Let's go watch the typical example of F around with Black Americans and find out. Let's go watch, guys.
Honey, this is America.
This is America, and you should have never ended up on my motherfucking page. Did you tell Crystal Crave in a rap video that you currently have deleted off of YouTube that you would currently hang her by her knees within a tree? Did you say that? You're in Texas, right? I don't give a about your hair, Scarlo. Nobody gives a about you. The only people that are taking the opportunity to care about you are the people that are actually taking the opportunity to do what they do best on this app. Rip you to shreds. When you start threatening Black women and the constitutional rights of that is when I get involved. Did you or did you not say that?
Why is it that every single time a white woman needs to be relevant, all she can think of to do is find some way to cause harm to Black women to do it? This white girl, Britney, got on Beyonce's internet and had the nerve to rap badly about hanging a Black woman, specifically Crystal Crave. Now, what's crazy is this is the same white girl that had the box braids in her hair, talking mess, wanting to get into a boxing match with Crystal. And it's funny, right? Because every time y'all are confronted in public by Black women, all y'all know how to do is cry. But y'all get on the internet talking about you want to square up. And it's ironic, right? Because white women have been trying to get Black women on their side ever since Roe, right? Roe v. Wade. And they want Black women to understand this is about all women and we're all in this together. But y'all never let us forget that you're white and have the privilege of saying things like you're going to hang us from a tree. But then it gets weird, right? Because then y'all sit here and question why Black women don't trust you. Oh my God, we're all women, we're all girls in this together. Why don't y'all want to just co-sign and work alongside us? Because y'all do shit like this. You want to occupy Black spaces, take on Black aesthetics, and still be able to cause harm to the very people that you're appropriating from. Because every time white people are not just handed what they want, they only know how to respond with violence. Didn't I say this about Black men before? Weird. When y'all try to remind the rest of the women, the BIPOC community, that we're all women together in these struggles, y'all forget that you treat the BIPOC community the way white men treat you. If Black women are not in service to you or in submission to you, they are a threat to you in your mind. So therefore, the only way to respond is with harm or violence. When Black women don't run to the aid of white women, the same way I said that when Black women stop caring about what happens to Black men, this will be another reason about why. Y'all create spaces where we are not safe to be anywhere near you.
I will hang you from a tree by your knees. Rather than invoking that bitch's name, because much like Beetlejuice and Candyman, if you say it too many times, she appears. I'm going to allow other people to deal with that. I am going to deal with the people who gave her the audacity stones, created the audacity gauntlet, and then shoved it up her ass like Jim Henson's hand up a Muppet's butt. With that being said, some of you gentlemen are setting these white women up to get fucked up. Some of you are still under the impression that between a white woman's legs is my nerve, or is it nirvana? There's a superwoman cake flowing out of it, and there are sparklers and explosions that come forth. Let me be the first person to tell you, no, it isn't. But that's not stopping some of you from wanting to Daddy's little girl out here lying to them. Like y'all lied to this goofy bitch. Girl, you got as much ass as a black woman. You and I both know that that woman looks like 3 toothpicks held together by dental floss. Stop lying. Because see, the motherfuckers that created that goofy bitch, yeah, you guys have mommy issues. You don't want to admit it, because you got tattoos of your mama from the top of your head to the bottom of your fucking feet. But let's just be honest. Some of you haven't gotten over the fact that your punk-ass father was not in the picture. And deep down in those places you don't like to talk about, you know, right next to where your emotions and feelings sit, you blamed her for it. Not realizing that your punk-ass man-child daddy also had mommy issues. You walk around with these mommy issues, which is what makes you get on social media damn near on a constant basis. Disparaging, talking shit to, talking down on, and elevating white girls over black women. And then what you do is you gas their heads up. You make them feel special, which is fine. That's what you're supposed to do in relationships, right? But then they start to mimic your dislike of black women. The same shit you mouthing, she starts to mouth. The same feelings you have, she starts to have. The same way you run down black women, guess what she's doing? But it isn't until they take your bullshit on tour that it becomes everyone else's problem. Like this goofy bitch. Wasn't enough to put the box braids in. No, I gotta go shit on black women. And then when a black woman claps back, because you know, they're adults. Now, this goofy bitch wants to meet her in the boxing ring. And who's standing behind her? Who's standing behind her? Then when the shit starts getting clumped the fuck out, because, you know, we tried to show you. Could she have learned her fuck lesson and shut the fuck up and stop doing this for clout like her black male manager told her to? Nah. She got to try to make diss tracks. But it wasn't until she decided to say that she would hang a black woman in a tree by her knees that now she has become a fucking threat. What you gentlemen are doing is making it absolutely perfectly clear that y'all are going to get some poor Caucasian girl fucked up.
The reason why I'm making this video is because my diss track had gotten extremely misconstrued. My words, never once did I ever say anything about someone. Never would I ever say anything about someone. That's not something to play about.
Yeah, we definitely don't believe that. But, quick question. Diss you? I'm just curious how many more defenses are going to run out when you actually realize that you're defending racism. TikTok, this account needs to be gone ASAP. Good day. Goofy. One thing that we can count on is white women going white women going white women going white women.
So we got white women out here just threatening to lynch black women all of a sudden?
I cannot believe Starla really threatened to lynch Crystal and then tried to gaslight us as if it wasn't recorded. Roll the clip.
I'm back again and that's all she wrote. This time I'm coming for your motherfucking throat. Crystal meth head is on her deathbed, and like I said, I'll paint the town red. I'll hang you by your knees in a tree and feed you ketamine while you plead to be set free. You freak.
I'm sorry, hang you by your what? In a what?
I'll hang you by your knees in a tree and feed.
Then had the nerve to try to gaslight us like she ain't just say that? Like we didn't catch you in 4K?
Hi guys, so initially I had said that I wasn't going to give Starla Sulliway any more of my attention because I think it's very obvious that this is clout chasing. And I have a video where I talk about how literally the entirety of everything she's done, from getting the braids to all the videos that she's made, to cutting her hair, to her very terrible wig that she wears, all of this has been a publicity stunt. And mind you, I think the next thing that I'm about to tell you is also a publicity stunt, but I'm going to give it my attention because she has now threatened a black woman. So that is objectively one of the worst diss tracks. I think one of the worst pieces of music in history, but it's not just that it was bad. The issue is that she says that she's going to hang Crystal from a tree by her knees. You cannot tell me that that was accidental. You cannot tell me that she was not insinuating that she was going to lynch a black woman. Again, I think she did it because people weren't talking about her anymore, and I think she needed to do it for shock value, but this is highly inappropriate. This is too far. I would take that as a direct threat on my life. Mind you, I would take that as a hate crime because you are specifically using something that has historically been done to terrorize black folks as a bar, if you want to call it that, in a diss track. Now I'm going to end this by sending light and love to Crystal and letting her know that we have her back and that this behavior is not going to go unnoticed.
I tell y'all this for a while now, and I hope somebody actually takes heed this time. Contrary to historical belief, what they're teaching now in our schools, we are royalty. We come from a divine heritage that's not taught today in our schools. When it comes to Black history, the most they tell us is about slavery and civil activists, and it usually just stops there. No one ever usually talks about when Black people used to rule. This book is now unavailable on Amazon, but it used to go for $2,000. Why would a book be that expensive? It's because books like this contain our history. History, what happened to our forefathers, our foremothers, us being whitewashed during the Renaissance. See, before the Renaissance, there's a period in time called the Dark Ages where colored people used to rule. This book just really shows how much of our history was whitewashed. This is when white Jesus came into play, white biblical figures. But they up the price because they know one thing about Black people. A lot of us don't read. They know we'll pay $2,000 for a Birkin, for a new fit, but not for a book. In Deuteronomy 28, it talks about God's chosen people going into slavery because of their disobedience to his commandments. And when you actually read the curses that these people are sentenced to throughout all their generations, it lines up with our people today. One thing about them, they know history. That's why they were so adamant on us never learning how to read or write or be educated, because they know once that we woke up and we understood this knowledge, oh, it's over for them. They hate us because they ain't us. Like, it's literally that simple. It's deeper than the color of your skin. Our lineage stems from
Ew, don't give her any attention. She's talking about hanging people in trees by their knees. Black people hanging people in trees. When she come up missing, I don't know nothing. I live in Florida and it ain't got shit to do with me.
Why does she feel comfortable saying this? She felt comfortable about saying she's gonna hang a black woman in a tree. Why does she feel comfortable saying this? I wonder why. Look at who encourages this nonsense. This is who encourages this nonsense. I can't see myself being a part of something like that, where she feels so emboldened because they are encouraging this nonsense.
Exactly did Black people ever do? Like, I'm genuinely asking, what did we ever do to deserve anti-Blackness in every single...
These are the type of white women that y'all advocate for and defend. Yikes. It's appreciation, not appropriation. Culture should be shared. Y'all bullied her. It's just hair. The type of white women who, in the midst of defending themselves against the blatant disrespect that they antagonized Black women with in the first place, can't help but be bigots. And the sad thing is, the bigotry that they showed y'all at first, y'all chose to ignore that shit. Yeah, you did. They're the type of women who procreate with Black men and have no idea of the harm that they're causing the same community that their children are a part of. To include a bar in that whack-ass diss track that was directed to my good sis Crystal Crave that insinuated or implied lynch black women is deplorable at the fucking least. Now, I know that some of y'all ain't got good comprehension skills, so I can already see that I'm gonna get some of the, it's just lyrics. She didn't really mean she was gonna her. That's not what she meant. It's not that serious. Well, that's the motherfucking problem, bitch. It's these type of white women who choose to ignore the everyday wording, phrases, and or innuendos that have racist connotations, hence evoking racism itself. But in this case, honestly, it's not even a connotation. It's blatant fucking racism, bro. And most of these type of white women lack common sense, creativity, original thought, or in Miss Starla's case, talent. And showing all of their biases that are rooted directly straight in white supremacy. Go figure. Now, I'd be wrong if I alluded to the fact that the black man who pulls her puppet strings is just as disgusting as her. Oop. I don't think I'm alluding. I think I'm saying that shit, because it's true. When those type of black men become the backbone for those type of white women, it's extremely detrimental.
Anyways, welcome back, guys. And the honest truth is, whenever these people want to be relevant, whenever these people want to show themselves, whenever these people think it is time for them to go viral, whenever these people think it is necessary to do something, the first thing they think about is stepping on Black Americans' nerves. That's the first thing they think about. They don't think about anything. The only thing they are thinking of is, how do I step on their toes? How do I make them talk? How do I make them say something? How do I make them understand that I want them to talk? And the moment Black Americans start talking, they can no longer withstand the hotness. They can no longer withstand the fire they created. They can no longer withstand the saga they started. They will not start running. They will not start making look like, oh, Black Americans, I didn't really come for you guys. I didn't really mean that. I think you guys literally do not understand what I'm saying. And I am American and I understood what the Constitution is talking about. They start blabbing. They start bringing excuses because at the end of the day, they cannot withstand the hotness that Black Americans will bring. You do not start a battle that you cannot finish. You knew that it was going to trend. You knew that it was going to trend. You knew that Black Americans will come for you. You knew that Black Americans will talk. But just because you want to be relevant, that is how these white folks, some of these white folks are. Whenever they want to be relevant, they need a Black person to be relevant. They need a Black person to be highly racist profile too. They need a Black person to do anything for them to be relevant. Like they can literally just do anything for just them to be relevant. Even when it means that that thing is wrong. That thing is not even supposed to be heard or supposed to be done. These are who some of these white folks are. And you want me to 100% believe that these people are okay. Now, how does every single thing that is happening relating to you rapping a song and talking about hanging people on a tree, allegedly? What will even make you think of that? What will even make you say that? Even if that is the only thought that is coming through your mind, can't you just move it out of your thoughts? Because we know that Black Americans have different stories that have literally gone viral. That was just last year. We are still in January. As far as I'm concerned, we are still in 2025. It happens, a lot happens in 2025 that a lot of people were on a 3. A lot of Black Americans, children, brothers, sisters, and instead of we trying to forget our pains, forget our sorrows, forget how we can literally move on, you want to remind us and let us know that, yes, this is who you are. There is nothing anybody can do. I don't know why this light is turning. Can you please just respect yourself? I don't have that time. It's that bad. I will keep saying it. White folks need to be educated. Their children need to be talking to their parents. They need to be educated. You need to always sit them down to tell them, to show them what they are supposed to know. Because I just have this believe that a lot of them, due to what we see online, a lot of them don't really understand the depth or the magnitude of some words before they come trash it out here. And it's that bad. Sonia, breathe, 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 breathe. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Do not forget for disclaimers that this is just for educational purpose only, and credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I'll see you guys in my next one. Let me know your honest thoughts in the comment section. Bye for now, guys. I love you.